Three, two, one. Are we live? I can't even wait till 5:45 to go live. I'm like, it's 5:43, 5:44, 5. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela, and I've got questions for you, or maybe I've got an answer. A couple people asked me if I was going to review Basketball Wives, and I hadn't seen it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even remember how I felt at the end of last season. I might have been mad at them and like, I'm never going to watch it again. And I just watched it. Ooh. I'm reviewing it. This is Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. Like, share, comment, subscribe. So I got the other question I have is, why don't you tell me you better watch it, girl? A mess. I think that I like that the women are older for whatever reason. You know, I like that I kind of know their personalities and their different little quirks and ways of moving in the world. It's very relatable to me in a way. And I was thinking that even though I think that some of the things that they do are like, I think there's something very relatable about them. So I'm excited to review, recap, welcome on the chat. I haven't started yet. I was just trying to give time since I said 5:45, and I know I came on early. But in case somebody wanted to join me live. But let's get into the review, recap. Are you watching? I'm excited about tonight to see what happens. What's gonna happen? I like seeing, I guess Jackie's daughter is going to be a part of it this season, or more a part of it this season. Not the dark skinned one, but the light skinned one. And Malaysia's cousin's family thing, that whole thing looks like a mess. I think Jackie's like paranoia, like she's cavorting with the enemy. I think that's going to be a very interesting dynamic. I think Tammy trying to be focused on her life, being drawn into the mess and confusion is very relatable. We try to be focused on what we focused on and doing what we get drawn into I think that's very relatable. I think Evelyn being like a mean girl is very relatable. I would like to think, oh, when people get to be older, they're not mean girls. Oh, you know, as people get older, they don't talk about other people, but that's absolutely not true. I mean, not everybody, but I'm just saying some people are like that. So it's like they just being who they are. All right, let's get into the recap. I don't remember. So it opened. I guess the question is, what opens with Jackie and Malaysia at go yoga, and what ends with what opens with goats in yoga, and what ends with, some might say, the goat of reality TV, showing us how she walk out the door. If you want to talk about how I walk, take notes. This is how I walk. If you guess Basketball Wives, I'm here to give you a thumb up because you are my sister and I love you. Basketball. Oh, what if LeBron James' wife? The only thing that would make this season better is if LeBron James' wife was on this, since I now have a new attachment to basketball in real life through LeBron James. See, I'm like obsessing over LeBron James for some reason. Okay, so Jackie, Christy, and Malaysia are meeting up for GOAT Yoga. This is some trend. I'm really not understanding it. And then after this segment, I am really, really not here for it. I don't understand. I did not. Yeah. So Jackie is, she says she's new and improved. She's been traveling. She's gotten surgery, and now she's doing GOAT yoga. And Malaysia is, she lets us know that she's bi-coastal. Her children are in Atlanta and her work is in LA. So it's Basketball Wives, her, hey, Day Day. So is Basketball Wives, her work in LA? I don't know what's going on. Okay. So Malaysia's and then they start doing the GOAT yoga thing, and I'm like, the woman is like, if the goat pees on your mat, that's a good sign. I'm like, oh, no, we are not doing yoga where the goat is peeing on the mat. Is that even sanitary? I had no idea that goat yoga included that foolishness. I mean, I've seen some images of it and it really didn't look appealing before. But yeah, the peeing and the doodling on the mats while I'm doing yoga, that is not cute. I am not here for it at all. That is absolutely crazy. That is absolutely. But then if you lay over the goat and then the goat jumped on her, she's like, what? Oh my God. Yes, girl, it's a goat. I mean, not to say I feel like in a proper context, goats are probably cool. But no, I don't want to go jumping on me. And no, I don't want to be rolling around in goat excrement. Who does that? I'm just really, yeah. Okay. So Shawnee is in the weed business, we find out. Actually, she's not actually in the weed business, but she's going to be a weed empress, she lets us know. She's visiting a grow house. And oh my God, we see her son. Now, I guess these are the sons that she has with. Did she have sons before she got married to Shaquille O'Neal? That little man is gorgeous. Isn't that a handsome child? That's a good looking boy. So we see her son. She trying to get him into the business. She wants to leave a legacy. I'm all here for, people, I'm here for somebody in business. So I like to see this season. Another thing I'm seeing is Shawnee has some business stuff going on. We see Tammy is more engaged with her business. Somebody else I think was doing something business oriented. Yeah, I'm here for that. I like to see more of that. So Tammy is hosting. We see her hosting Wild and Out in New York. She lets us know that just like Shawnee, or she doesn't refer to Shawnee, but we just heard Shawnee say that she's a boss biatch or something to that effect. Now Tammy is letting us know that she's a boss biatch. She's on a conference call with Jennifer while she's in hair and makeup. H&M, not H&M, the store that we're boycotting because they put Baby Liam on the t-shirt, wearing the t-shirt saying that he was the coolest monkey in the jungle. Not H&M, but H&M as in hair and makeup. She in hair and makeup. And Tammy says that she's been nominated for an LAMO award for her Bonnet Chronicles. I've seen a couple episodes here or there. She's as funny as she is. She's not my cup of tea funny, but she's funny enough if I watch it. I don't agree with everything she says, but I only agree with everything I say. Actually, I don't agree with everything I say. So there you go. Okay, so then Tammy says she's cool with everyone because she's on the phone with Jenny from the block, who's not really from the block, but Jenny. And Jenny says, oh, something, something. And Tammy is like, well, say hi to everyone. Well, everyone that I would say hi to. And Jenny is like, oh, I thought you were cool with everyone. And Tammy is like, I'm cool with everyone, but that doesn't mean that we gonna kiki and hang out. I'm cool with you, Jennifer. So anyway, and then we see Jennifer and Evelyn. They're on the street. They're walking and talking. Jennifer is talking about, hey, what's going on with you, Mr. Kendrick? Jennifer, I'm reviewing Basketball Wives season 7, episode 1. I didn't say that, did I? Do they have names for Basketball Wives? Do they just call it? Because they just called it the season premiere. We ain't had no cute name like Goats and Goats or Goats and Coats, or I don't know. Okay, so then Jennifer and Evelyn are on the street. Jennifer is talking about how nervous she is that her ex is stalking her. She saw red flags, but she was in a very vulnerable spot. I kind of, Mr. Celestin, don't call you Cedric. I mean, don't call you Kendrick. I'm sorry. Don't did I? I'm butchering your name trying to talk about the show. Sorry, Celestine. The pressure, the stress. No, that's fine. Okay, Mr. Kendrick. Okay, so they're on the street. So Jennifer and this whole thing of now, I feel like there is no accounting for taste. You will hear me say that a million times because I think it's true. So she could have really been attracted to that man. That man has had a woman before. He's had a child. There is somebody for everybody, and so Jennifer could have been attracted to him. But it just I don't. And maybe because of the way his carriage, and there's just so much that I personally am like, ew, who would get with him? That I just figured she was with him for the money and the attention. I did not think that she was like genuinely with him. But I don't know. I'm just saying what I thought. But she says she was in a vulnerable spot because her mother died and she wanted some companionship, and that's how they got connected. So for now, we're going to have to go with that. I almost feel like I need to go back and watch last season so that I can remember how I felt about everybody. Because some of it, I'm like, I don't know. I can't remember. Who was I mad at? I can't remember who I had a grudge against. So Evelyn wants to be supportive, since Evelyn, they say that he does have, he does. I don't like to say that about somebody though, but his body is a very, he just has his own type of body type. It's not your traditional. I was mad at Evelyn. I think I'm still mad at Evelyn. So if that's it, then I'm probably still mad at her, because there she go talking about people again. Child. Yeah. Okay. So Evelyn says she wants to be supportive, since she's also been in an abusive relationship or two or three, for getting in Jackie's family business. I want to say I love your hair with the tip in front. The color is really beautiful. Thank you. It's designed by God. And I don't like this. I've been so janky with my hair. I'm about to get it shaved. I don't know I think I'm gonna get it shaved. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still trying to figure it out. There's this guy here in Detroit who's like supposed to be like a hair cutting magician. He's been cutting hair for like 20, 40 years, but he's supposed to, like, based on your faith, he's supposed to give you magical cuts. And I keep saying I'm gonna go to him, but now I'm like, I don't think I have enough hair to go to him to do anything. And plus, I think I have like kind of a classic head shape. I think I ain't got to worry about getting it shaped. Just cut the stuff off and it'll look fine. So Evelyn, I think she's been in more than I imagine that Evelyn has probably been in more than one abusive relationship. Now, I don't know. And I think I heard her say someplace the other day that really the only reason she left Chad Ochocinco, is that the football player's name? The only reason she left him, right, because somebody had on his shirt and there his 85, and people were getting on Ochocinco. People were getting on her because he's, has a reputation for being abusive. But Evelyn said the only reason she left him, as I understand it, is because it was like public knowledge that he was headbutting her and beating her behind. So I imagine a lot of people have beat her behind closed doors. But if the money was good, her self-esteem is such that she just hung in there. You know what I mean? And I don't know what her daughter has seen, but that's just how I imagine it. So, but she's saying she being supportive because of that. Jen and Evelyn say that, they're taking baby steps to rebuild their relationship. We find out that Evelyn and Carl have broken up. Now, last season, because I think I thought in my head, I don't know if I said, but I'm like, I don't even know if they're together. I think that Evelyn is trying to get pregnant so hard last season with that artificial insemination, so that she can cha-ching get another 18 years of child support from a man. That's what I thought was going on, because it seemed like, haven't they been engaged for like 28 years? Who stays engaged for, especially this woman is grown. Why she got to be engaged for 28 years? It take 2 years to plan a wedding if you're, 18, but if you're grown, it only take 2 days to plan a wedding. Go on now to the justice of the peace, girl. So I thought that whole story was suspicious, but Evelyn says that she was shocked. She was shocked to find out that he was doing some things, as in other women, I'd imagine. And Jen is like, right, you were planning a baby. And I'm like, bullshit. That's what I wrote down, bullshit. I don't think she was shocked or surprised, but I don't know. I call bullshit on the Evelyn and Carl surprise breakup. Oh, but then Evelyn is crying. So maybe, I don't know, was she really crying? She seemed like she was crying to me. And she's like, you can't force someone to be with you. And I'm like, I know, girl, I know. And then, boo, hoo, 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 hoo. I didn't feel that bad for her, though. But it's true, you can't force. So maybe she's just realizing, all of these long-term engagement, maybe she's growing and developing. We see Mrs. Christie in Malaysia. Mrs. Christie is trying to, sort of float the idea of a threesome by Malaysia, by saying that, me and my hubby were talking about something, and I showed him, hey, Information Man Show, I showed my husband a picture of a blonde white woman, and my husband was like, no, bring somebody black, like Malaysia. She trying to float the idea to see if Malaysia is receptive to a threesome. Has she hit on Malaysia before? The Christies, or Jackie Christie, his family didn't like her. Kendrick, how are you? Yeah, his family didn't like her. I I I wonder why. She's probably a nice woman in her heart. And then Malaysia is like, oh, I love you too. Malaysia is like, Jackie says some weird skits sometime. And I think that Malaysia is sophisticated enough to understand what's going on, but she's not going to engage in it. And also, I was watching Malaysia in one of the scenes. You're 27. Oh, I was watching Malaysia in one of the scenes with Jackie, and I think that she's acting. She stole that man from someone else in the family, like the other baby mother. Well, I'm going to tell you something about Evelyn. Evelyn knows how to get a wealthy man. And that's not something that everyone knows how to do. Every woman does not know how to get a man. Every woman does not know how to get a wealthy man. Evelyn knows how to get a wealthy man. That is a skill. And that's, I think that she should, like, I think she could market that, I think people would, she knows how to get, I don't know if she knows how to get an athlete. Maybe I should say that. I don't know if she like crosses, I'm doing Fine Information Man show. I don't know if it crosses, out of athletics. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, yeah. Okay. So Jackie is back at her fighting weight physically now that I guess she's had this lipo sculpting or whatever. She's feeling good. She's still wearing the all black. Her style is still her style. It's uniquely Jackie style. And she feels like she's physically and emotionally back at her fighting weight in terms of Evelyn. And I was like, I can't remember the details. And then I was just thinking about those gold tennis shoes. Remember when Jackie showed up someplace in those gold tennis shoes, and it's like, oh, tennis shoes, she there to fight, but they were like gold. And I was like, that's an interesting style choice. And then what happened again? And then I remember Evelyn calling folks to the hotel. Evelyn and they were in New York, and Evelyn and the child and Jackie got into it, and Evelyn was, I'll come to the hotel and beat her. She was trying to have people beat the old Jackie down or something. And then I think, and I'm like, oh, so this was the issue that Jackie told Evelyn that her daughter was a builder hoe, or referred to her. That's what I think it was. So Jackie says she will not be apologizing to Evelyn again. And we see a throwback to Evelyn, and Evelyn is like, there's no going back when you talk about someone's child. So I think it's the whole builder hoe thing. It's coming back to me slowly but surely. We see Malaysia, and Malaysia is like, look, you got your body, I know you having good sex, and with confidence, you can do anything. I didn't really know where she was going. And then she's like, you need to get this Takari situation under control. Now, Takari is the dark-skinned daughter, right? Mm-hmm. And then Jackie is like, well, time will have to take care of it. She didn't just attack me, but my entire family. And I'm like, did she say my entire family or our entire family? I didn't bother to rewind it, because I really, in my heart, feel that the dark-skinned daughter is like on the outside of Jackie's heart. That's how I feel. I don't know. That's just how I feel. And Jackie is like, it'll take time. I think about her every day, though. I pray for her in the morning, and I pray for her at night. Malaysia tears up, and Jackie is like, now you know how I feel. And then in the interview, she's like, Evelyn, this is Jackie Christie. Evelyn interfered when she started dealing with Takari. And families go through all kinds of skit all the time. Families go through ups and downs. But Evelyn talk about kids too, so I'm not getting the hypocrisy. I get the hypocrisy. Evelyn don't like that Jackie Christie, and she figures she was an easy target. And Evelyn is a mean woman. She's not even a mean girl, because how old is she? She's too old to be a mean girl. She's a mean woman. She's not a nice lady. And Jackie is Jackie. I mean, they both need our prayers and our guidance. But they're not going to hear the guidance, but maybe God will get them and connect. They need it. Okay, so she says Evelyn needs to stay out of my family business. She's over the line. So I really do feel like I appreciated even though I feel like, hey, happy Monday, Max Evans, even though I feel like I'm not appreciative of the sense that I have that Jackie Christie is dogging out her dark-skinned daughter. I don't like that. But at the same time, I do feel like families do go through issues, and I don't think that it's cool to try to exploit somebody's family issue for TV time. I don't think that's cute, because I feel like that stuff is real stuff. Like feeling excluded from your family because you're dark skinned, that's probably painful. And I don't think it's cool to like be toying with somebody just for you to get on the show, and you trying to get on the show because she probably knew that her relationship was a wrap. That's why she was trying to get that insemination going, get it inseminated, get them seeds planted so that she could try to get that check or get whatever else she's going to get out of that man. And she was trying to get reestablished on the show. So I feel like she's just toying with that woman's child, not because she cares about her. Like, oh, wow, I feel bad about you being, the victim of colorism from your own mama. No, I don't think she feel bad about that. I think she just sees an opportunity, Evelyn, and she took the opportunity. But I don't feel like Jackie Christie is a saint either. And that's what makes it complicated. That's what makes this show good drama, because who do we love? Who do we hate? Whose side are we on? It just depends on the moment, right? In the particular issue. Nobody is 100% good or 100% bad. Okay. So anyway, stay out of my family. She's over the line. And Malaysia is like, do you want to try to make it work with Evelyn? Like maybe just be in a situation with her where you all could, get together. And then in the interview, Malaysia is like, we keep putting a Band-Aid on it and we have to heal it. Now, she talked later on, oh, I'm a healer. I don't know about that, Malaysia. But anyway, Jackie says that she doesn't know if she can be in a situation with her, because she said the last time she saw her Jackie talking about Evelyn, the energy was so bad. The vibe was off. And she said, if Evelyn tries to come for me and act like she didn't do anything, I don't know what I would do. But when I think about it, it makes me enraged. And I really do believe in her heart of hearts that Jackie is enraged by the situation. I think she's enraged that her jankiness in terms of her relationship with her daughter is getting public air. I don't think she quite feels like she's, that people, like the way I'm looking at her, I don't know if she feel like everybody is looking at her like that, but I don't even think she liked the idea that it could possibly be exposed and people could know that she's not, just this wonderful, person. And then we see that there's going to be a show about being 40 and playing 26 in real life. What's the name of that show? I would love to go back and pretend to be 26. I don't know if I would really love it, because could I deal with, but shoot, if I was a 26-year-old woman, I could date like a 50, 60-year-old man, and that would be legitimate, so I could, I think I would, I'm interested in that show, even though it's white people. Oh, you subscribe. That's good. Everybody check out everybody's channels and subscribe. Support each other. Oh, we supposed to subscribe on the air. We supposed to say support, because they say if you say that word, then they start flagging your channel. So support everybody. Support everybody. Check everybody out. All of that other stuff. Jen is talking about, she's at her restraining order situation and her court case, and Jennifer says that she is terrified. She says she's waking up with on some of the other channels they talk about it, or I've learned it in other contexts, because people will be like, don't say that word, and I'm like, why? And they like, because, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to live my life. I can't remember the YouTube rules too. Jennifer says she's terrified. She says she's waking up in cold sweats. She's having nightmares. She's getting sick. And that sounds really intense to me. And we were talking about stalking and stuff earlier. And I don't know if the man is stalking her, if she's just saying that for TV. If you're just saying it for TV, I feel bad, although we know it's reality TV, so there's a certain element of fakeness to it. But I don't know. I don't like maligning somebody's reputation. Like, if he not a stalker, then I don't think we should be, I don't like that, But if he is a stalker, then she should. But she says she going through all of that. It's so stressful. She even have tummy bubbles, and y'all know when you get the tummy bubbles, that's bad. That's some stress. Okay, so then we see before and after they go to court. We find out that Jen gets a restraining order, and Jennifer is like, I'm so happy I got the restraining order. Everybody claps and everything. And Jennifer's like, I just really need to focus on what I want. And I was like, good, this child is about to focus on what she wants in life. Yes, Jennifer. She says, I just really need to focus on what I want in a man and stick to it. I'm like, girl, Miss Jennifer. And then I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? Some people, their goal in life is to get a man. So there's nothing wrong with her focusing on what she wants in a man and sticking to it. And probably what she's done before, she's had, like, I know when I have done like dating coaching with people, they'll be like, or whatever it is, whenever you set goals, sometimes what can happen and what I've seen happen with myself and other people is you set a goal and then you get distracted. And you're just like, well, he's here and he's cute or he's cuddly or I'm lonely because my mama died, so I'm just going to go with him, even though he ain't really what I'm looking for. Or I said my goal was to lose weight, but this couch just feels so good, so I'm just going to stay here. I'm not going to walk today. Or I said I wasn't going to eat no sugar, but that cake is just winking at me, so I'm just going to eat it, The scene looks so fake. Outside of the court where they were like clapping and stuff. Now, I was taking notes so I couldn't see, but Jennifer sometimes looks so tall and thin. It's like quite interesting. I don't really know. She's definitely not a curvy, but it's just like she just looked like, and then those black tuxedo pants, it was kind of like at one point she looked like she was like, I was like, okay. But I was taking notes, so I couldn't really get the full effect. So anyway. So that's Jen. We gonna pray that she stay focused on her goals of getting the man that she want. That's not funny. I'm not laughing because whatever your goal is, I think that is whatever your goals are, I support them. But we see Malaysia with her family, and I couldn't really follow all of it. I guess that she has a cousin who is a coach, like a professional athletics coach. And so I guess he coached her baby daddy, her ex-husband. And yeah, he didn't look familiar to me, but he's probably somebody. And why was her security walking in front of her? Security not supposed to walk in front of her. He's supposed to like move out the way. Oh, he's supposed to walk behind her so he can see all of the angles. If he in front of her, he can't see. What's going on with Day? That's fake. That's the fakeness, right? See, for somebody like me, I didn't even notice. I'm like, yeah, he getting the people to clear out the way, but he wasn't doing real security work, was he? Fake. So her cousin, we find out, broke up with his wife of 26 or 29 years. And then now he's with this woman, Cece. Cece says Malaysia says she's trying to get to know Cece. So is he married to Cece or is he just dating Cece? Cece is very like racially ambiguous, big boobies, like the classically like, oh, she's so beautiful type, woman. Very, she's not shy. She's not shy and she's not demure. Cece is not. No, she isn't. So Malaysia is trying to get to know Cece on her own, aside from the talk that Malaysia has heard about Cece. So I guess in the family, there are some people who don't like Cece. Did she take the man from the woman? Like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell, please. Thank you, moderators, Rowdy Chica and the Yapo. I appreciate you being here. I would want my security behind me. Right, you got my back. But then you have to keep looking. Do they have my back or are they way back? I'm just joking. If they was really your security, they'd have your back. But sometimes the people who are supposed to be securing you, you can't trust them. I don't know. I've never had security. But like people who are like big time politicians and stuff, I always wonder about that because a lot of times when the coup happened, it'd be the people right around them. They security. Okay, so so that's that. We find out, I got confused about how many people were in the room because there was a cousin, Byron, who's the coach, and then there is Cece is his girlfriend, and I think she's Mexican. Okay. So there was cousin Byron, his son, cousin Byron's son, and cousin Byron's son's wife. And then it was Byron's wife. And then was Byron's daughter in the room, or was that Byron's son's wife. I don't know. But anyway, Byron's daughter or daughter-in-law is planning a Mardi Gras party, and Malaysia is going to bring some of her friends from around town, i.e., the Basketball Wives cast. Reggie and Tam Tam, you remember I remember I call her Tam Tam because she liked to bam bam. Reggie and Tam Tam are out to dinner, and Reggie is her younger man. She's a cougar. And the last time we saw them, we didn't know if they were going to stay together because he wanted a baby, and she decided she too old to be. She got 20-year-old children, and that's enough. She got two, and Reggie, he about 2 years old. He wants children, so we didn't know if they were going to make it or not. Tammy, like, I love you enough to let you go. Either you love me or go on out there and find you a young woman and have children. So Reggie and Tam Tam are out to dinner, and Tam lets us know that she's booked and busy, booked and busy, booked and busy. She rarely has a date night with Reg, so we guess, I'm like, okay, they're still together. She says she's excited about being back with Shawnee and the gang, but she is worried about whether they're going to be happy for her, because I guess she's concerned. She doesn't know, sometimes, she doesn't know if the women are going to be happy for her success. They're like not really friends. They're kind of like frenemies. So she don't really know what's going to happen. But she says in the interview that she has problems with no one, not even Ev, with whom things have been up and down. But she says right now she's too busy being booked to have problems. So she lets us know again and again that she's busy and booked and busy. I haven't heard that. It seemed like it's been 6 or 8 months since I heard somebody say that. So it's fun to hear it. Booked and busy and booked. Reggie asked Tam about how she's feeling about his proposal of marriage. And they talk about how they make each other better and how they both want to be with each other for the rest of their lives. And it's like, oh, they're in love. So I guess that the non-baby thing is not an issue, at least on the TV show, it's not. And so I'm confused. I'm like, so are they engaged? Did they seem traditional? Like some people get engaged and they don't do the ring thing, but I'm like, they seem traditional. So where's the ring? Did I miss the ring? Is she wearing a ring and I didn't see it? Did they set a date for the wedding? Because I believe that if you don't have a date for the wedding, you're not engaged. I'm not, so I was kind of like, I have these questions. What are the answers? Maybe they'll be answered as the season progresses. So then we're at the gym and Evelyn is there and she says she focused on getting her revenge body, and Jen is there. She's working out too when they finish. Shawnee was supposed to come sort of kind of, but Shawnee don't like to work out. She say, I just like to be cute. I don't like to work out. But whenever I see scenes like that, it makes me want to be like one of those like high powered, like workout kind of people. But I've just never been like, I like to dance. I have done that with dance classes, but I would like to, like, when I'm good, Mr. Info. I like when Evelyn was like, yeah, I wanna, you little traditionalist, you. When Evelyn was like, yeah, I want to get 7 or 8 pounds of muscle or something, she said. It was kind of like, oh. And I remember when I used to weight train, and it's kind of like, oh. So maybe in my old age, I'll be one of those, like, women who are like super working out or something. I don't know. So then they chatting after after their workout, they're chatting about dating. And Evelyn tells us that her vajayjay has been very busy. Evelyn tells us that her vajayjay has been very busy. Now, no judgment, because I'm not, but I'm like, wow, what woman? That just tells me something about the kind of woman that she is. She tells us that her vajayjay has been very busy, and that French Montana, that story was true, and that she said it's too bad for Carl. Ha 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 ha. They had makeup on. Are they really working out? Right. That's why I was like, Shawnee could have just came for the scene and pretended to work out. But when I used to go to the gym, I would wear like lip gloss and eyeliner. Because I feel like you should always, feel cute wherever you are. But, I couldn't, like, I know some people who do wear a full face at the gym, but I wasn't one of those people. But I don't think they were really working out. But I think Shawnee was like, I'm not even going to pretend to work out for the TV. I'm not going to do that. I'll just come after the workout. So her call time, if they call time was 2:35, her call time was 2:38. So in comes Shawnee late because she says she left late because she hates to work out. She's not gonna work out. Um, and then they're trying to figure out where Tammy is. I didn't even realize Tammy was supposed to be with them. Jen says that she did speak with her over the FaceTime. We all know what kind of woman Evelyn is, Angela Ella. And I think I was fascinated also, wink, wink. I was fascinated also watching this because I think that she met Ocho Cinco from him seeing her on TV. So I think like back in the day when there were like, like when the aristocracy had, certain types of women that they selected from, and there would be contexts and places where they could meet the women who could be their, whatever their mistresses. I don't know what the terms were, but like I think this is probably like a good advertisement for Evelyn. Like I think she probably has an opportunity to meet men by being seen on this show, meet a certain type of men by being seen on this show. Like I think this is part of her brand and her marketing. And in some ways, I mean, except for getting hit butted and all of that, I mean, and not being maybe happy, but I mean, she's meeting the guys. So it's working, right? They're trying to figure out where Tammy is. And oh my God, I'm talking up too much. So they're trying to figure out where Tammy is. And Jen says that she spoke with her over FaceTime. Shawnee says she's not spoken with her. I guess they've been texting. Evelyn feels like Tammy is two-faced concubine. But I think I was listening to something the other day and they were like there were concubines and there were like mistresses. Like the concubines were for like quick immediate sex, and then the mistresses, I guess this probably depends on history and whatever, but there was like two. There was I need to like go and do like an advanced degree on sexology or something, because I'm bad. I want to know more. I'm like, how did it work? How do they find people? How do, like, T.I. and the woman he was dealing with, I heard something that there was like a group of like all of these same types of women, like these Instagram women. They probably have places where they go where they meet these men. Like it's they got a whole system going, and regular people, we don't know anything. We just go to the grocery store to chill, but they got a whole system. Hence why she's back on the show. Exactly. Day Day, exactly. Um, okay, so Evelyn feels like Tammy is two-faced, and you never know what you're gonna get. And she is kind of like that. She seems kind of like the person who I wouldn't feel safe or relaxed around her because I wouldn't know when she was gonna flip out. That's how Evelyn seems to me too. But Evelyn says that being friends shouldn't be so hard. Levels of Odom. I feel like that's a value statement. Evelyn is like, maybe it's not something I did, maybe it's just me, like my existence, like, their chemistry. And I think that's true sometimes. Sometimes it's people like, for whatever reason, you just really like them. And then it's some people who, for whatever reason, you just really don't. It's some people whose chicanery you can deal with, and it's some people whose chicanery you like, I don't like them. That's just chemistry. So Shawnee is like, that's how you are with Jackie. And Evelyn is like, with Jackie, I have a reason. And Shawnee is like, well, do you feel like, you and Tammy were ever friends? And Evelyn is like, I am fine not being friends with her. And you know how she be walking and rolling her heels, and then she gets up and she makes fun of Tammy's walk. I can't stand how that grown woman make fun of how people dress and walk and all of that. I don't like it at all. Why is she doing that? Yuck. Okay, so then she's like, she walks like an old lady. All she needs is a cane. And Jennifer is like, I'm out. You need a timeout, Evelyn. I think Jennifer and Shawnee thought it was funny, but they don't really want to they don't want Tammy to flip out on them. So they don't want to laugh too hard because they don't want to get in trouble with Tammy. Jackie, we see Jackie with her granddaughter Sanaya and her daughter Shani. Now I keep getting Shawnee and Shani confused. I'm gonna try to remember to say Chantel or Shani, but we talking about the woman's daughter. And they're out shopping, and that is so sweet that Jackie's granddaughter likes her, that she has a relationship with her. It humanizes her. That's like if my dog likes somebody, I'm like, oh, maybe they're not all bad, even if I don't like them. So see, there we see Jackie has a relationship with that child. We don't know about the other grandchildren, but one is better than none, right? Jackie is telling Chantel that Malaysia invited the friends to meet the family at the Mardi Gras party, and that Malaysia invited Jen, who will probably bring Evelyn. Why wouldn't Malaysia just invite Evelyn? Because they supposed to be beefing or something? I can't remember. Shawnee asked how Jackie feels about seeing Evelyn, and Jackie bringing Shawnee her daughter. Oh, we find out that Jackie is bringing Shani as her daughter as her plus one. Um, Chantel thinks that her mom should just pull Evelyn to the side and talk to her. And Jackie is like, she's a slick talking loudmouth. And it seems like Chantel disagrees. Tammy never says she right out dislikes Evelyn, but Evelyn assumes she's talking about her. Yeah, I don't think I care for Evelyn. But the whole time that Jackie is talking, I feel like her daughter is rolling her eyes and rolling her head. And we know that Jackie is a character, but I don't like to see her daughter rolling her eyes and rolling her head at her mother on camera. I don't like to see that. I just feel like you should just be team mama. I don't approve. Even if your mama is cuckoo crazy, I feel like in public you should be team mama. That's how I feel. So I didn't like it. We see Malaysia arriving at the Mardi Gras event. Her cousin is a coach for her hubby when he was in New Orleans, so she really likes Nola. And then Kristen is being introduced. Is that Malaysia's cousin? Blah blah blah. Cece gets introduced to the ladies, and she's introducing them to her boo. And then Jennifer and Evelyn are both sort of talking about the fact that what do you think the average age of the people here at the party is? And they show a shot of a bunch of us old people, and they're like 55 going on 60, and they were older. And then they also both talk about Cece's breastises. And then Jackie arrives with Shanice. Evelyn is like, look, I'm shaking, because Jackie comes through the door and wearing her black, and with her voice. Like, that just makes Evelyn shake. I don't believe that, Evelyn, but anyway. And then in comes Shawnee, and Shawnee knows Malaysia's cousin and his wife, and she's like, I like his wife, so maybe I'll come to like Shawnee or whatever. We could have hope. If we cared, we would have hope, but we don't. I don't care, so I don't have hope. There's a group toast to something I don't even know, and neither Evelyn or Jackie gets in on the group toast. And then Jackie's dramatic behind. She's like, I don't know, if I put my cup in, will the evil from Evelyn? I don't know what she said, but something to the effect of, will the evil from Evelyn jump into my cup and then get into my stomach and then get into my soul? It's like, she is so dramatic. That sounds like some foolishness that I would say. I just thought it was funny. And then get into my tummy. She was being very silly. And Shawnee is like, anyone talk to Tammy? And Jen is like, she told me to tell everyone that she F's with hi. And then Evelyn is like, I know she's talking about me, because I don't F with her. And I wasn't really clear, but anyway, I guess that's who I don't know. I don't care. And then Jackie and her daughter, Shanice, are, see Evelyn and the crew leaving. And Jackie's like, oh, they're leaving. Good. I'm happy. And then her daughter's like, well, I'm just going to go talk to them. And then she struts her little behind up the stairs, to go talk to Evelyn. I'm going to have a respectful and calm conversation to clear the air. And her mother was like, no. And then Malaysia, I guess, goes upstairs. I thought the mama went up. I thought Jackie went upstairs. Evelyn was being dramatic too, shaking and stuff, right? And she's like, my hands are shaking because Jackie is in here and she's wearing all black. And because of her voice. But I guess I don't like Evelyn's drama. I thought Jackie was funny, but Evelyn, I'm like, Okay. So then Jackie is like, No, and then Chantel goes upstairs, and then Jackie, I thought she followed her, but I think it was Malaysia, because she's like, Evelyn is a manipulator, and Evelyn will have my daughter confused, and Evelyn has already turned one of my daughters against me. And I'm like, no, Jackie, I think that you turned your daughter against you with your colorist, ridiculous, crazy BS. That's what had happened. That's my theory. Um, and then Jackie is like, I'm coming full force. And then she, her daughter goes upstairs and introduces herself. Sorry, I was being rude, I didn't introduce myself, I think you should talk to your mother. And then her daughter, Jackie's like, my daughter made friends with the enemy, or whatever dramatic stuff she was talking. And then it seems like Jackie's daughter is basically apologizing for her mom's past behavior and hoping that Evelyn can be cool and talk to Jackie. That's kind of how I interpreted what she was saying. And again, I feel like I would like for her to be team mom. I don't want her to like be going up to people outside of the family being like, look, I know my mama is crazy, but please just forgive her. I don't really care for that. I feel like if your mama is crazy, you just got to ride with your crazy mama. That's whose car you in, your mama's car. You ain't in this woman's car. So I don't like her apology, all of that. And we all know, any of us who've seen the show, that Jackie is a special kind of person, but that's her daughter. That's her mama. I don't like it. And then yeah, and then Evelyn is like, well, we cool, but I never need to talk to Jackie again. That's a wrap. Basically, that's what I hear her say. Then Malaysia comes back down with Chantel, and then Jackie is like, I want to go because Chantel has been talking to Evelyn. And first, basically she's like, I think Chantel should have minded her business, right? But I guess she's trying to get in the show and be a character. That's what it seems like they're doing. Because she does have a baby with a basketball player now, so I guess she's like a basketball player from another country. So I guess she's like a basketball wife, maybe, possibly. So I think she's trying to create some drama or be dramatic or whatever. And so maybe she's gonna play the role of trying to be conciliatory, and then she's gonna be like, no, I'm team my mother, Jackie Christie. That's foolishness. She should have just been quiet, because that's what I would do. If my mother was crazy, I would just not say anything. But don't you say anything to me about my mother being crazy. But I would not say my mother is not crazy. I would not affirm or deny. I would just be quiet unless you said something, like how the child is on the Real Housewives, Candy. Don't say nothing about her mother. That's how I just don't. I'm not gonna hear that. But anyway. Okay, so then the next thing, so basically, Jackie is like, she's talking to the enemy, and the next thing you know, she'll be sleeping with the enemy. You know how Jackie's mind seems to work. So then we see breakfast out with Jennifer and Shawnee and Tam Tam, and Jenny is like, so do you have an issue with Evelyn? She's asking Tam Tam, and Tam is like, not that I know of, but maybe you know more than me. And then Jenny is like, well, since I've been going through my stuff with stalking and everything, Evelyn has just stepped up and been so supportive. And Tam is like, oh, good, because you told me that you wasn't never, ever, 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 never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never, never gonna talk to her again. And then in the interview, she's like, now, surprise, you didn't talk to Evelyn for 5 years, but you know who you did talk to, Jen? Me. So she got some dirt. My loyalty is with my mother, of course. She got some dirt. I think that Tam Tam got some dirt on Jen, whatever. And you had a lot of skit to say about Evelyn. That's what she's saying in the interview. And then Shawnee is like, well, I've been around Evelyn for the past couple of weeks, and there have been a couple of jokes. And Tam Tam is like, well, what jokes? What are the jokes? Tell me. I want to laugh. I want to get into the fun. What were the jokes? What were the jokes? Just tell me one of them. Just one. Just tell me one of the jokes. Just tell me one. That's basically Tam's vibration. And then Tammy is like, Shawnee is like, well, she can do you like your walk. And then Tammy is like, oh, well, I could take her on the road with me. Set her up, get her a little coin. Because when you are a French Montana publicity stunt, that you need a little coin. And then she's like, I'm out. And then, in the interview, she's like, I don't know why Evelyn is worrying about me. Maybe she needs a new hobby. Banjo playing. River dancing. Oh, here's another one. Practice not getting on your knees and bleep, bleep, bleep. I guess she said sucking penis. Is that what she said? And then, then they're like, wait, what's going on? Are you leaving, Tammy? And in real time, Tammy is leaving. And she's basically like, yeah, here's my walk. Take notes. That Tammy, I think she's the GOAT. She's the greatest of all times in reality shows. She's been in the game the longest. She was on the original reality show, Real World. Does anybody even remember Real World? She's been on reality TV longer than anybody. And she's still out here viable, not like New York. New York is a shorter term, but I just thought about it when we were talking about the GOATs at the top of the show. I think at the bottom of the show, we got to talk about Tammy maybe being the greatest of all time of reality TV. That's it. I love you getting into character. Yeah. So tonight is a whole new episode. I still haven't seen Potomac. I'm about to go read though. I don't know if I'm gonna get to see. If I see Potomac, I'm gonna try to do Potomac tonight. But I think I'm gonna watch Basketball Wives tonight. I think I gotta look at my calendar. I might have shit to do. Shoot, I can't be watching TV all the time. But that's it. I really enjoyed it. I did not feel overly annoyed with anybody. It didn't. I'm here for it. Don't tell anybody though. It'll just be our secret. Don't tell anybody that I'm watching Basketball Wives. Don't tell anybody. If you do, it's gonna be trouble. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of those other wonderful things. Did I miss anything? If I missed anything really, really, really important or just kind of interesting and funny, drop it in the comments. Potomac was good. Oh, okay. I've been enjoying them this season. Good broadcast, Angela. No one will know. Shh. It's only YouTube, right? It's just YouTube. I only got like what? Peace and blessings, sir. Kendrick. Like Kendrick Lamar. I only got a couple subscribers. But people in my real world know that bye, Day. People in my real world know that I watch this. I think people are interesting. All right, y'all. Peace. Today is the best day ever. Your secret is safe with me. Go out and make it do what it do. Oh, Kendrick is your middle name? Peace. Yapo. Look, is Lamar your middle name? Mo? No. Yes. Mo, no, yes. Yes, no. Lamar is your middle name? Is your name Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar? Celestine? Yes, Kendrick Lamar. I'm not familiar so much with his music, so I've just heard his name because he's like famous. All right, peace. Oh shoot, I didn't bring down my my music. I have a theme song now that I recorded in my studio. Go visit his channel, Angela. Good content for what I've seen, and I try to visit everybody's channel. I was telling somebody I got about 800, 900 videos in my to watch list.